Now it's time for Jody Jackson's Gems, brought to you by E.D. Marshall Jewelers. The gems delivered by Jody. Every week she wears them.
Got him on.
She delivers them in, not like literally, but okay, deliver me what happened to the Cardinals at Minnesota. Let's just get
Boy,
that out of the way. It was,
that was not a gem. That was not a gem. And even, a day later, just so angry about it because they had him. They had him, albeit they didn't have the 19-6 lead for long, but they were in that hostile atmosphere against a 9-2 Vikings team. And it was 19-6, It was just a frustrating game from all angles. And now here they stand at 6-6 with a must win at home this week against Seattle.
Jody Jackson, Jody Jackson's Gems for a couple of minutes, brought to you by E.D. Marshall Jewelers. Okay, I'm going to go back to Kyler.
Yeah.
Consistently inconsistent was how I viewed his performance on Sunday. This was, and yes, the whole offense, when you have plays of 16 drives, 16 plays, 11 plays, 12 plays, and every time you come away with a field goal. But Jody, you just had some mistakes by Kyler. The intentional grounding late in the game was that's a mental error that you cannot have at this stage of your career. The intercept, there's never a good interception. When people say, oh, that was a bad interception. Well, yeah, that's okay. You might be able to make an argument. Well, he was just trying to get something done. These have been bad ball decisions that he's made the last 2 weeks with interceptions. And for this offense to be stumbling around with one touchdown in the last 2 games, that's unacceptable. It just is.
Yeah, I wrote in my notes, horrible interception. I mean, you're just trying to figure out, you put yourself, in his spot. What are you doing right there? And he just panicked and threw the ball up. And we did see that before. And look, at kind of, if you're Kyler Murray, you're looking at the whole picture and thinking, I did a lot of things right. I did X amount of, I made the right read here. I dumped the ball here. I was accurate here, threw good balls. But unfortunately, all of that gets wiped away when you don't make good decisions late in games and you quite frankly make horrible decisions. It's not even, good versus mediocre. It's a really bad decision.
Must win Sunday at home against Seattle. Yes or no?
Well, I remember a couple weeks ago you asked me, is this a playoff team? And I said yes. And, I was, I guess, drinking the Kool-Aid after seeing some of the wins. And I knew these games were going to be tougher. I knew that Seattle and Minnesota were going to be tougher than Chicago and the New York Jets. And so is it a must win, though? Yes, because Seattle now is a team that's playing better. They are in first place. There's no easy win in the NFL. And I mean, to get the rematch, you have a rematch, you have that opportunity, and it's at home. You have to get it done. If you don't get it done, frankly, you probably don't deserve to be in the playoffs.
Jody Jackson delivering the gems, brought to you by E.D. Marshall Jewelers. We'll see you again next week. Thanks.
Sounds good, Brad. See you then.